Oh, she's wonky. Oh.
Welcome to the project for 2026. Me and my fiance have completely transformed our lounge into the space where our kitchen is now. So that frees up a spare room so we can have an office and also a future room for having kids. But this kitchen has been absolutely transformed into the lounge. It was a great idea, and we actually went with an IKEA kitchen, which obviously came in 1,000 parts, but we also got loads of new things to add into the kitchen. So it was a massive overhaul of the old life, and it turned out very, very satisfying. We went with a really cool company who managed to do the plumbing and the kitchen fitting for us, so that was really handy because we couldn't do it. But one thing we could do was get rid of the old kitchen. Now look at this tip. This is the old kitchen that when we bought the place, this is what it looked like. Well, maybe not this cluttered, but this is this is where we cooked and lived out of for a while. But it was time to take everything out of that room so the plumbers could finish the kitchen and install some plumbing. But here I am doing my DIY skills, taking apart some of the cupboards, using my hammer. You know, there's no proper way you can actually do this. You've just got to properly just get involved, you know, and it's trial and error. But this was quite fun for me because we were just really ready to get rid of this space. The kitchen was quite outdated and old, and it seemed like the previous owner had sort of done it themselves. So we decided to sort of, strip it back and give this room a new lease of life. Speaking of new lease of life, look at our little Dashams, who is 8 months now, and the kitchen looks so good. But with that done, we still had a lot to do in the other room, so I got to basically uninstalling everything. This is actually something I really enjoy, so I just got to it, just taking all of these things apart. Here I am smashing. The hammer comes in handy, you just smash away and the job's a good one. But we were really excited to having this space free for an office, but it was a lot of work. We didn't know what was going to happen when we took all of it apart and what was behind all the cabinets. But I am determined. Here I am with my saw trying to get rid of the old kitchen countertop, which was a heavy piece of wood. But I managed to do it. I don't know how, but I managed to lift it apart. There was a boiler there, you've got the sink next to it. Didn't want to rip that apart and flood the whole place, but I managed to do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. And here I am just taking apart the kitchen. It was really fun, really satisfying. But this is what we got to in January. This was the first month of the year, and we went straight into it. But the kitchen was slowly stripped back. I also removed the fridge. It was quite hard to do, but conveniently at the end of our garden we had a little, what's it called, dungbelly? No, that's not what it's called. We had this little thing that could help us take it out, so I didn't have to lift it on my back like a mule, but I was able to wheel out the kitchen and minding Dash and get this out. Actually, if you stay tuned for a new video coming out on the allotment diaries on TikTok, I will show you what I do with this fridge later on.
Oh, she's wonky.
There I am wheeling it away as it wobbles. But behind the fridge there was this corner that looked very weird and dark. That's not mould, it's just sort of like heat marks, and that was something for another day. But inside the garage I needed to get a few things, and then with my ADHD OCD brain I sort of decided to clean up at the same time as doing everything else. But it made me feel better because I could finally find some things that I needed. It's sort of that thing when you leave stuff over winter and you just get to it. So here is all of the stuff from the old kitchen. My fiance Jen actually managed to tile the entire kitchen, the new one, and that saved us a ton there, so really helpful. I was cutting loads of the tiles for her, but I'm super impressed with the job that she'd done. This is the first time she's ever tiled anything, and you'd think she was a pro. Speaking of pro, here I am with the Hoover, hoovering away all of the gunk. I mean, this is what was behind the kitchen sink. Can you believe? Look how grim that looks. And that's what we mean. It's like you can have a kitchen shell and it's like a rotten tooth. And we wanted to deal with the root issue, go right down to the roots and fix it from there. So I'm just painting away. And we had Jen's sister come around and stay in a few days' time, so we had to make sure it was ready for her. So I sort of had a time frame to get this all ready. I bought myself a metal wire head brush to sort of scrape away all the old stuff, and sort of put my DIY skills to hide away some of the pipes and everything else. There's my beam, nice. So I had an ant on me, and yeah, it just made things look sort of more presentable than they were. This isn't a pro job. We didn't want to get professional decorators in just yet. We wanted to see what we could do, but I don't think we did a bad job, to be fair, as you'll see soon. Here I am painting away. It was just completely horrible. Like, I can't believe we even had a kitchen in there, but it, you know, it did the job. Moving from a van into a place was quite the luxury for us, so we didn't really care in the moment. But over time, you sort of get the itch to do stuff yourself and, you know, upgrade your space, and that's exactly what we did. So I'm just slowly painting where the cooker was and the oven. It's weird to be able to have this as a free area, but it ended up working out well. There was this horrendous wall at the back, and it just started peeling as I was painting because I didn't fully scrape off all of the old wallpaper. So here I am manically trying to scrape it off after painting it. You learn the hard way, but like I said, I'm not a pro, but I'm someone who can get things done, and that's what I find quite satisfying, and I'm proud of myself for just, you know, adapting as I go, and I'm not a pro. This is what it looks like basically after. Can you believe this is what the old kitchen used to sit in, and now we've got a spare room / office with a sofa bed in the corner. Wow.